Yo, what is up, boys? Welcome to another video of ZOMGS Superdome R3 Speed Bonanza. There's only a few minutes left of this magnificent arena, and today I actually stumbled into multiple opponents risking most of their medallions. So they're basically going to be fighting for everything they have in order to be able to continue playing up in this bracket, and if they lose to me, then it's just GG, game over. So definitely be sure to watch until the end. With that being said, let's get right into it. Alright, boys, first opponent up, we are against Icy. Let's go. We got farm this time, which is pretty much guaranteed whenever we get a farming power. So, obviously, we'll go for the 1-0, send him a little bit of space blooms here, just to get in his way. And I don't think, yeah, we can't do the sell and buy trick, so we'll ignore that for now. Doesn't make a big difference, makes a little bit of a difference, but nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and better soil here, just for the extra money. And yeah, go for that there. And we will go for better bundles again in a little bit. Right now I'm quickly just gonna go for another farm, and we will keep on farming to the best of our ability. And basically plan is to get up infinite factories. Yeah, just gonna get up a bunch of money, get a bunch of farms going. We do need to get up a decent amount of buccaneers. That is one thing we actually gotta like try to do. I could go for another destroyer here. Nah, let's just go for, yeah, let's go for destroyer. There we go. And I'm gonna keep that on first. And I need a little bit more money. I was a little bit slow and inefficient with farming. There we go. Yellows, I don't know if yellows is the play. Especially because I can just, you know, do this. Alright, let's keep going. And I think we'll go for that, followed by this right here. And then quickly get a factory, and then just, yeah, continue. We'll both be able to pretty much fill our map with anything, really. We do have to be careful for round 12. Not so much 11. We can easily defend that with the bomb. But camo balloons are going to be quite tough. At around 10, I'm going to go ahead and use my last one of these. There we go. That's going to give quite a lot of money. And then we'll go for that. And we will go for like 3 of these here. You can fit 4, but honestly, I don't really care too so much. Let's go for all of these. And let's get maybe these 2 here. And I need something here. I mean, I can just camo shred. Should be fine. I didn't really like that, not gonna lie. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and send a bunch of these here. Force him to camo shred. And I'll go for a ton of these. He's gonna, that's a camo shred or death. He has to do either one, yeah. Goes for the camo shred, nice. That's why I got these 2 here, followed by these 3. Which I'm also going to target to strong. Because why not? There we go. Let's just keep on sending him. And we need to get ready to rush pretty soon. Actually, I'm going to send a bunch of these, followed by a bunch of these. See if we can like layer them on top and annoy him. We might be able to. That's another camo shred. Alright, nice. We got 1 more left. And we're gonna go for these now. That is camo shred is just about to be over. Come on now. There we go. And here, I think this is gonna be an easy defend, I hope. think we just go ahead and, yeah, spam these down. I'll go for one more camos right here. Send a couple of these. Followed by a bunch of these right here. And again, think we're chilling. And he should go down here, and he does. Beautiful. Alright, what a chaotic game, but we still managed to take the dub. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Let's move on. Okay, we do get a rematch against the same opponent, and we're gonna get farm once again. This guy's in my Discord server as well. He did just message me, GG. I'm gonna skip Ghostly Coast, although it wouldn't have been the worst in the world. I think he skips this. We'll see. Yeah, he does skip it. Alright. Inkblot. Okay, we're forced to do short maps. A bit unlucky, but it's whatever. Let's go for this here. I think we already have a plan. Yeah. Goal is to send him a bunch of spaced here. Wait a little bit. Go for that right there. Keep sending spaced. And then I'm just gonna go for a heli. Almost at first thing. Not quite. First I'll go for better soil here. Send a bunch of these spaced here. And another one of these. He's gonna long boon boost. That's fine. And then we just go for this here. And we force him to, alright, not force him, but we do get him to use a long bloom boost, which is a really great trade-off. I will take that any day of the week, because he has 3 of those, and they could be really annoying to deal with later on. So, I am very happy that we get to get rid of one of them now. I'm definitely going to be saving mine for sure. Alright, here we go. Let's see. I'll go ahead and send him a bunch of these. Go for Republic here as well. Send some space balloons. Alright, let's go for this. And we are chilling. Sweet. It's better soil. That is the second one, I'd say, wasted. So, pretty good for us. Let's go ahead and send him a few of these. He's probably also just going to get up another one. He just decides to sell his farm. Fair. I think he's trying to rush me. I don't know if he expects that to kill me or not. But that's 2 of his boosts, like, gone. When he should be using them later. Instead of right now. Alright, come on now. Give me another farm right there. Cool. And this is going to be factory number 3. Very nice. And I think right here we can actually go for that like so. Around 10 I'll use my last one. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's also try and park this a little bit further down. And I'm gonna get these going. I'm not really gonna bother to get more, or will I? Maybe. I mean, we can go for one there. Followed by one more right here, it seems. You know what? We will take these. Nice. Alright, cool. Okay. Next up, I think we'll definitely just spam down a ton of these. Kind of wherever possible. Let's go for a few more of these here. I can only go for the one. I can go for maybe one right here. Not even. Alright. I suppose the play here is just to save up a bit of money. And then just wait and pretty much all out rush. I don't think there's anything else to really do. Did I forget to upgrade one of these? No, okay, nah, they're all giving the right amount of money. Okay, cool. I think round 18 we'll start to get up some more defense. Right now we'll just collect a bunch of money. But around 18 there's nothing really to fear. So yeah, let's do this round. Get a little bit from all these factories. Nothing too crazy. Let's sell these 2. And I'm gonna build up some of these. Don't even know how worth it they are, but they're probably pretty decent. Can I go for another right here? I can for sure. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and probably just get a bunch of Spike Storm abilities up. It doesn't even matter if these hit the track or not, because we're interested in the ability, nothing else. Okay, here we go. Time for the first round of like PFBs. And we'll pretty much just infinitely send here. There's no reason not to. So yeah, we really might as well. I'd like to like be able to put this here, but I just can't. So we don't actually have too much defense in the background. I mean, we have these, which are good enough to deal with all these ceramics, so that shouldn't be an issue. He's gonna use his long balloon boost there. Fair. I probably shouldn't get rid of that. There we go. Haven't had to use many of these yet. We can use a couple there. And here we go. Now is when we use our long balloon boost, which he just wastes. Let's go ahead and use all of these, and I will even tower boost here and do everything imaginable to defend. And I believe he dies here. I'm fairly certain, surely. Let's use another couple abilities. Come on, just die, buddy. I'm not asking for much. Thank you very much, and we will take that. GG, man. Let's move on. All right, we get another opponent. Brain Damage. Cool name, dude. 7k games, and this guy's risking all his medallions. Wow, that's crazy. Once again, we get farm. What are the chances, bro? I swear, we keep getting like one farm strat after the other. This one is actually pretty... I'm going to show you guys. If you ever get a farm strat with like a ninja, I'm going to show you how exactly you want to win this. Because here we do want to fill our entire map just up with ninjas. Pretty much. That's about it. I'm going to wait a little bit. Go for another one of these. Go for that there. Go for this here. I'm going to go for that. And we'll wait till we have a little bit more money. These are also really, really good for coverage. Basically, if I get one up here, and I just kind of like, I guess keep this one here, these two just cover the entire map. He's gonna eco nerf me. I don't really care too much. I'll go ahead and wait a little bit. I'll eco nerf him too. Wait for my own eco nerf to be over. There we go. And let's see, let's wait a little bit. I could go for like 1,000 here. Yeah. Let's do that. Come on now. Thank you very much. Are we good here? Oh, a little bit scary, but we're fine. Don't know why he's so adamantly trying to eco, but yeah, should have been a little bit more careful there. That's honestly on me. Can't really say anything. I feel like, is this in a good enough spot? I suppose it is. That's actually really well timed eco nerf. I was just about to go for the factory. I'll just sell that and wait. Let's go for another one of these. And go for that. Cool. Let's just, yeah, instantly go for the upgrade. Let's send him one of these. And I suppose I'll go ahead and eco nerf him now. We might be able to even get like a really quick win here. Maybe we don't even have to go late. That is a possibility, I suppose. Let's go ahead and fertile soil here. And now after fertile soil, plan is just to get as many of these down as possible. Actually, one thing that we do want to focus on here is we want to go ahead and rush him, just because he barely has any defense up. He might just be dead here. We'll see. He's going to slow that down, but he needs a lot of defense. Like, he really needs a lot of defense. which I'm gonna go ahead and get up for my sake, but yeah, he's not defending that. So that's the issue. I mean, I was gonna go late here. I truly was. Yeah, that's just gonna be over. I was truly gonna go late here, but he just kept on ecoing for no apparent reason. Really wasn't worth it. And this made it so he didn't even have money for defending round 11, which you definitely want to make sure you do, especially in this mode. Alright, next up we're against Danny plus Sani, I suppose. Nice name. And also somebody who seems to be risking pretty much everything. So let's see, this one is just a late game one. There is absolutely no way we can win this early, because ground 0 is just too OP. And it just defends CMGs up until round 32 effortlessly. Unless I like can cheese it somehow, which I doubt I can do, but you know, I can always give it a shot. We do have ace, but since we do have eco here, we do need to be a little bit careful. I think the best thing to do is probably spam down a bunch of NGs, just because they're actually going to be really good against CMGs and CMG type balloons, especially if we put them on strong. And then we can have some ninjas towards the end of the map, I suppose. But yeah, for now, let's just go ahead and go for a bunch of these. You can also go for balloon trap here, but honestly, I feel like they're not really worth collecting, especially when I have to like give up ecoing for it in exchange. Like maybe early on, like one up here would be good, but it would just be like the one. I'm quickly gonna go for that, and then just back to regular ecoing. All right, here we go. Let's do this, and make sure I just, yeah, I don't want to. I'm not gonna keep it too long. I might even get a couple down, and then just collect them kind of whenever. But yeah, they're not. Once we can send pings, sending pings is like is gonna be our priority. So not this. Right now, I don't really lose eco this way. I'm gonna go for another one. Collect, and then like we kind of just wait for both of them. That's pretty much it. And then once I can get a Spectre up, I will. But yeah, here we go. He has 2 down as well. Smart. And yeah, we'll just let them both kind of go. My priority right now is just to get a bunch of eco. See, now we can collect both of them, and that's just a quick 1k extra. I feel like that's worth it. I'll probably want a third one just for round 11. We will also have to be a little bit careful because we can go ahead and tower blindness, which is a little bit scary. So let's see. He might rush me, he might not. We're gonna see. I'm gonna go for one of these really close, just in case he uses tower blindness on me. But so far we seem fine. Let's go for one of these up here. And if I need to, you know what, I'll go for an ace. Just in case. I don't even want to upgrade it or anything, at least not yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and collect these. There we go. And then make sure I go for mostly eco. Eco is going to be my priority. No matter what, eco is just going to be the priority. So let's see. Already chilling here. We're like over 4k already. I think we'll probably go for like 10k or so. And then we'll start building defense. I'm not going to start building defense until late, because we don't really have a lot of money to work with in the first place. So yeah. We're gonna have to wait a minute before that. Here we go though. That is almost 5k eco. And I'm gonna give up on these now, I feel like. There we go. Let's just get rid of them. I feel like we could go for maybe one more over here, but I don't even want to. I think if anything, we'll probably stack them like here. There we go. Alright. Should be nice. Now let's wait and see. We are at 5.4k. Okay, yeah. Just gonna plan's just gonna be going for like 10k pretty much. think once we're at 10k, we'll stop. We don't really have to do much else. And I'm contemplating, because it really depends how much money we get, if I want to spam my map with ninjas or with NGs. Maybe some NGs up at the top and ninjas for the rest of it. Yeah, that could work. Alright, let's see. 6.5k now. Yeah, it's just more of the same. We're just going to be ecoing for a little bit. Alright, we are almost at 10k. So we're just quickly going to get the last 300 eco here. And then we'll start building up our defense. And I think I've like mapped out a plan that I will go with. So I'm going to go for my 10k. 25, around 25, meaning we stop semi-early, which is not a bad idea. First, I'm going to go for some Spectres. I'm going to go for them over here on this side. They're just going to be nice and helpful. Then here, here, and there, I guess. Maybe one more right there. Yeah, I think that'll be the play. And then for a lot of it, we are just going to go for some ninjas, especially like down here. I want to fill like most of this space up with ninjas because the sentries, I really don't want them getting in the way. Then I'm going to go for a ground zero here. We'll have plenty of money to rush with once it actually comes down to it. Please go for that. And we'll just go for Balloon Jitsus all the way up here. And some more like right here. And I don't think we don't even want to like go for way too many. We want to go for a decent amount. It's around 29 already, so we do have to be ready. But like we'll go for, I think we'll go for these here. Maybe just like 2 more up here. And I think that's pretty good. Then we're just gonna go for a bunch of these pretty much. One thing I will also go for, I'll go for another Sabo up there, just in case he wants to send LETs. It is sometimes a smart move if there's no LET detection, except for Spectres, but if there's a bunch of CMGs we have to worry about, then yeah, we have to definitely be careful there. But here, I'm just gonna go for these all the way up to the top pretty much. And we will see how it goes. I'm not going to rush yet. I have 100k, so we can only send like 10 anyway. But we are going to be waiting just a little bit here. Okay, there we go. And now we have plenty of space at the bottom, which we can definitely work with. So, very happy about that. And he should not... Actually, I might put them to the circle path. And hopefully, yeah, they won't get in the way and they won't clutter my vision as much. Yeah, I feel like I have more space here now. More to work with, that's pretty good. And again, we don't have boost, so I think, you know what? He barely has any defense. I'm just going to start rushing now. Around 34. Here we go. And we'll go ahead and tower blindness him. He's very slow with his micro. That's what we like to see. That is what we love to see. Nice. I think I'll just stop here. Maybe jam-pack the last couple of them. And he's just dead. Yeah. No fighting back. We will absolutely take that. That's going to be it for the video. I will see you boys in the next one. Peace out.